because there's wind. Here's Damien. Where is he? There he is. And I just got off the phone with a family member. Am I landscape or portrait? I don't know which way I am. It's come online and tell me which way I am. I think I'm this way. Dang it. It was a rough conversation by many professionals. But their family, we love them better. Thank you for coming. Hi, guys. I like how I'm saying it like I've started a party and like you're all just walking into our house. I like to imagine we have a very big house. Oh, Joss Powers tested positive for COVID. Positive for COVID. I'm laggy. Your face. So what I would say is if you're positive for COVID, wash your hands a lot and don't forget to drink liquids and move around. Be active in your own house. Or in your room or whatever. And remember, sometimes it's not as bad as you think it could be. How laggy am I now? I just took a sip of soda. Did you see that? All right. Question for you kiddos. Do you... Caitlin Harris, you flatter me. Do you guys call it soda, pop, cola, or soda pop cola? If you call it soda pop cola, we might have a problem. Mostly because I've never encountered one of your kind, and I would like to say welcome to Earth. We saw the sip. Okay. We saw a very blurry drink of soda. Well, I'm sponsored, but no, I'm just kidding. It's Peach Crush, and it's delicious. You call it fizzy drink, okay. Fuck. So, families are really difficult, aren't they, guys? And I didn't try coming out or anything, because we're not ready for that. The parents will slowly start to increase the conversation. Is this a deer? Do I have a new freckle? Who knows? It's a shadow. So, what is your brother doing? He's just sniffing around. You sniffing the air, baby. Someone calls it slop? Suckle up. Okay. I'm gonna try and shelter you from the wind. And oh, there's so much wind. I cried on the phone and I said, would you please listen to me? And I said, you're not understanding. They said, don't tell me what I don't understand. So, oh, someone's making korma. I think that a lot of times we look for nurture and understanding from our parents, and we don't always find that, because while we find love, we don't always find nurture. And my mom told me that she was never going to be the warm and fuzzy type. And I can tell you one thing about my mom. She's very often right. She is solemnly wrong. She is very right that she will never be the warm and fuzzy type. And I brought up the fact that I'm staying in Oklahoma for an extra 2 weeks. And apparently I should have started the conversation with this is literally apparently how I was supposed to start the conversation. In keeping my academics my priority, I would like to propose staying an extra 2 weeks for my internship. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't sound like a dictionary. I didn't say that. She slapped me through the phone. Ha! Caitlin wants to know how many people say I'm faking my Tourette's. Oh, all the time. I'm on the internet. Octopus, fuck. A lot of times people, it's very weird. People will tell me, I'm trying to get in the hammock. If I fall, you're all allowed to laugh. I'm at a park in Oklahoma. Greetings to Damien. Wherever he is, I can't see him. Oh, he's just lying down. When I curse, fuck, people think that I'm faking Tourette's. Or when I don't curse, people think that people with Tourette syndrome only curse. So when I was in a Walmart yesterday with another lady with a Tourette, not Tourette syndrome, with another lady with a service dog, the woman I'm staying with, Julia, she has a dog named Sassy, and when they start a YouTube channel, I would love if you would all go over and watch Sassy somewhere. It hasn't been created yet. KK, don't burn yourself making korma. So people will tell me that I'm faking Tourette's because I'm not cursing enough, or they'll say that I'm cursing too much. But I was in Walmart and I screamed, "My nipples speak Italian," which I've never said before because usually they speak German. Guten Tag. Sorry. I don't know German. My mother does, but my mother knows 12 languages. And she's a force to be reckoned with. And I feel like things would be so much easier with the Tourette's, with everything, if I still had my dad. Because my mom and my dad were so in love. Oh my gosh, it was disgusting how much in love they were in. I love you, Queen. Be safe. Queen, you're still cleaning? I try and remember who each and every one of you are. I genuinely love and care about you so much. Haha, N-word. That's the worst it gets these days, by the way. I don't really say it anymore. Unless someone brings... then I say it, but... So, yeah, I have been dealing with a lot, and I don't like to show that on camera. I like to think that, like, what do I want you guys to think? I want you to know that I love and care about you, and I want you to think that I'm always okay, but right now, I'm not feeling good. Someone says hot! Okay, hot. I was thinking, if I make merch, Laura really wants to, from an old video, the gingerbread video, I made a comment saying, should I make shirts that say, go hut yourself? And that was very popular. If I made shirts that say, go hut yourself, with a picture of Damien and me doing a dab, I don't know, okay, just kidding, I won't do that, something, would you buy a shirt that says, go hut yourself? I'm also going to have things that are a lot cleaner than what Laura suggests. Oh, your aunt's in the chat now. I'm sorry, I had to burp. That's what happens when you drink fizzy drink, soda, pop, cola. Someone's making noodles in a hot cup using a Keurig. Do that, I guess. Forgot that there was a coffee cup still in there, so I got mad and hit the thing and my noodles exploded. Okay, showed up. So many issues. But I think people don't realize it's really hard losing a parent. And it's even harder when you lose a parent to suicide because, you know, you have the feeling that you weren't good enough or that you didn't make something magic happen. I remember if I could pick up a tick from you, what would it be? My nipples speak Italian. That's my new favorite. No, what I want you all to pick up is one I picked up in a Walmart. And it was, get your cash refund up to $7,500. It was on a sign, and I would not stop saying it, and I think that it's just so ominous. Like, what are you refunding me from? Another good one is, I will take out your kneecaps with a baseball bat. However, that one seems to get police involved, so maybe don't do that. Spark Muffin has PTSD. And, or I presume you might have some sort of post-traumatic stress. Losing parents is really hard, and when you're a little kid, one of the things you'll hear people say is, oh, well, I lost my grandma. Your grandma didn't make you? Well, so that's a little complicated, but it's crazy. Gwendolyn was suicidal, have tics, did not have Tourette's. All it is make my body make very fast movements and my head jolting to the side. I really feel you because my dad committed. Yeah. And the thing is, I said one time when I was in treatment, it was a decision they didn't have a choice in. You know, it's just, it happened. You know, there's something called radical acceptance that we learn about in dialectical behavioral treatment, and it's called radical acceptance. And it's the hardest one to master, but feels the best. Like sex. Sex is not hard to master. Anyways, actually, sorry. You are all like 16. So yeah, some people never even know their dad. And I don't know what I was talking about, but I started talking about sex. Oh, radical acceptance. The sex one. One of the things that radical acceptance teaches you is that sucked. What do I do now? Losing my dad really sucked. What do I do now? I had a terrible phone call with my mom. My mom is toxic. What do I do now? And the important thing to know is that you have a choice in what comes next. And one of your choices should be that there's always a next. You know, you don't want to end things. So yeah, the world today, bro. Somebody here on the channel just lost a father. how hard is that? That's so hard. Because when we are supposed to get love and nurture and comfort, and there's some idealism, and our family doesn't match that, makes us feel so alone. But the thing is, the whole idealistic family, the whole idealistic, all of that is idealistic, which means it's how we would like things to be. But things aren't always that way. And I'm looking at the camera now instead of my own eyes, because I want you to know this. I will be your family. I will happily step into that role. I care all of I care all of you. I carry all of you. It's very heavy. I have back problems. Pedro Enrique is back from Brazil. He's back, not back from Brazil. It's not like he left Brazil. As KK always says, KK, what do you say? Treat yourself like someone you love. Treat myself like almost 10,000 subscribers. Okay, I'm gonna be talking to myself a lot. I've had a lot of things happen. Too bad to want to talk about here. Good. That's good boundaries. But I want to make other people feel better because it makes me feel better. You know, one of the things Dr. Iron them in the hospital wrote in a letter was, have faith. Write it on your leg, faith, and dance into the next moment. And one of the other things that letter said was, when you feel like you're not okay, stop. Take a deep breath, do what you can to help those around you. And I really want to be able to help those around me, but I can't sacrifice me helping me. And I hope that as I show you all my personal growth and you see how much I'm learning to love myself, it'll maybe, this sounds so like, I hope you learn to love yourself by seeing me love myself. But I hope that. I really do. And yes, relationships are frustrating sometimes, and sometimes you salute and march on, as we say in my family. Just, that sucked, all right. And people can pretend to care, but it's hard to pretend to love someone, you know? You'll find that you have a lot of love in your heart for a lot of people, and they'll love you back, but that doesn't mean you have to like each other. And when I was 16, 17, I told my mom I didn't like her, and she told me she didn't like me back. And like, yeah, I was 16 or 17. I shouldn't have said that. You know, it's not true. Okay, it was true. But to hear the words, I don't like you either, come from a parent's mouth is so hard to hear. But you know what the funny thing was? I was a brat. I wouldn't like me either. Oh my gosh. But I was only that way with my mom. And I think maybe a lot of you guys understand where I'm coming from when I say parents aren't the most accepting. But they're learning, you know, gender, politics, all this stuff. Apparently there are only 2. I was going to list 5, but I guess I only listed 2. Gender, politics, family dynamics, anger issue, aggression management, everything is stuff that we are learning in such a positive light, hopefully. You know, we have so much more awareness to things now that our parents are learning. And we go to school or we're homeschooled or something, but we've all learned something before. And it was hard. Now imagining being old. Your back hurts, your mind hurts, you drink a lot of coffee, you probably poop a lot. You've learned so much, and now you're being told that you're wrong. And you don't have to be flat out wrong, but you can be kind of wrong. You know, saying there are only 2 genders makes me really wonder if they're ready to hear that sometimes, in medical cases, there are more than 2 sexes. What the hell? You can be born as not female or male, and gender can be something you choose. Please don't show this video to your parents as a coming out video. Sorry, I was enjoying myself. I don't know if you guys heard a car honk or not. But I love you all very much. I'm going to head out. I have not heard from you. Oh, I'm just kidding. I heard. Oh, I hear a lot of things. Okay, Gracie, you're not ugly. Gross. Don't say that. Gwendolyn, do not support Gracie. I'm ugly, Peridot. Peridot's beautiful if you're talking about Steven Universe. Email me at some point. Fuck gender rules. How was my Sunday? Actually, thank you for asking how my Sunday went. Damien and I went to a new church, And I loved it. They were great at social distancing, and I mean, like, little, like, I'd ask your, parents, could you please control your children better around my service dog? But, you can't ask that. So Damien just had some little baby. Like, I didn't even know that baby was old enough to walk. It started walking. I was like, oh, early achiever. Stuck her little tiny itty bitty finger in Damien's nostril, and Damien just was kind of like, could you not? Because that seems kind of rude. But I guess that's how she greets dogs, because apparently she's done that before. Bye, kitty gaming. So I went to a new church. I loved it. I filmed some of it. Carrie went to their friend's confirmation. Yeah, so confirmation in the Lutheran church is, you go through a confirmation class, you learn about the Bible, and you learn about, like, ways to be a good Christian, and I learned that I wasn't going to hell for being gay, and I was like, sweet. I didn't even know I was gay, but I was like, yeah, gay people, whoa, get it. So everybody picked a Bible quote that they were, like, sworn in, I know that's for judges, that they were accepted into the church with. And mine is a story in the Bible about why you should be humble. And it's this random ass story in the Bible. The only reason I picked it up was because I learned about it one time, and then we played hide and seek in a church. He was at my friend's youth group. I love you, Taylor LaBeouf. And it's that, so there's a table, and there's like a cool dude throwing the party, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna sit at the head of this table. And everyone's like, all right, fair, it's your house. And he's like, okay, most important people, you sit up next to me. Least important people, hello, this is a microphone. Least important people, you sit at the end of the table, which seems a little rude, but whatever. And there are no little, like, tards, sweet tarts. There are no little cards, table markers. So this dude comes, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna sit at the highest part of the table. And the table fills up, and there are a couple seats at the end, and then someone more important than him comes, and he's like, yo, sorry, this is the Bible, you have to move to the end of the table. But if you sit at the lowest end of the table, you will be brought up in glory, as he says, my friend, why the hell are you sitting there? Come up to the top of the table. And then everyone goes, ooh, ah. So it's about humbling yourself. Pick the lowest seat so that you may be brought up in glory. I don't know how to apply that to anything. But then there are other stories, like the prostitute on the roof, and like, just other things. My sister sent me a clip of a comedian who was saying, like, I love couples in the Bible. There's always going to be someone with a funky name and his wife with a normal name. So, Zebediah and his wife, Rachel. Zachrame Fake and his daughter, Jessica. Ate a whole jar of pickles, and my blood ain't flowing right. Yeah, probably because you're eating salt. A lot of salt. I promised I would leave you guys alone, didn't I? And I'm not doing a very good job. So that's your Bible lesson. Yes, I am Christian. Yes, I am gay. I don't even identify as female. What the heck? God gave us free will. I'm gonna use it, damn it. I'm going to hell. If a lightning bolt strikes me down, I want this saved. So anyways, that's your Bible lesson, children. I am from Virginia, so I'm from like right outside Washington, D.C., and I am in the middle of Oklahoma, the land of no masks and Walmart on every corner. And I love it. Not the no mask part. But I will be back to Virginia. I will be finishing my associate's degree. I know, I still haven't gotten my associate's degree. But I go to the best community college in the entire nation. I go to Northern Virginia Community College, and I'm dang good at what I do. So if anybody is asking, no one's asking, but I'll tell you because I'm proud of myself, what I want to do for a job, a career. I would like to create sensory objects and fidget toys and things to help kids with autism or intellectual disabilities. So one of the things I've been thinking of is creating a cover for a steering wheel that has different kind of bumps or textures on it, so if somebody with autism is driving and gets really stressed out, they can rub the steering wheel handle and feel the steering wheel and feel better. So I'm trying to think of things like that would help people with autism, mitigate a world that's not made for them. In fact, the world is made for none of us. And I'm neurodivergent as heck. I have Tourette syndrome. So, like, the other thing I want to make is, like, different kinds of inserts for shoes. Like, if somebody has really bad anxiety, they can put fluffy soles inside their shoes, and then they can scrunch their toes up and feel the fluffiness, or feel, like, little bumps and feel better, and that'd probably feel really good on your feet. The only thing is people sweat and wear socks, so... Or, like, rubber ducky shoes. You know, like, I'll make something. Fidget pods. That sounds like Tide Pods. There are packs at Walmart where it has sensory pods in it. I recommend. Oh! Dot knows something we don't know. If you know what aisle to find those in, I'd be very interested in checking those out and doing a review. Foot massage shoes. Thanks, Ginny. Yeah. So, last thing. I swear it's the last thing. This is just a story. Ginny and I went on a, like, college field trip to Hershey Park, which is this, like, it's, like, where the Milton Hershey factory is. And they have an amusement park there, and we were there for Halloween. And I didn't know that flashing lights give me seizures. And we went to this ride. It's completely dark, right? So we're like, oh, there are no lights. We're fine. Everything's okay. The third toil, very specific. And it starts spinning around, not malfunctioning. It's supposed to spin around, but there's an exit light and it's red, and we're spinning around so fast the light flashes at me because it was already flashing like slowly, but like when you go around really fast, it's flashing. I got out and I was like, I don't feel really good. And Ginny had already watched me have 2 seizures, and I just fell on the floor and started seizing violently in front of these lines of little children and parents trying to enjoy their life. They're like, is someone dying? Anyways, and then, Ginny had only seen one. Yes, so then Ginny saw a large one. And Ginny remains one of my best friends, so ha ha ha. Also, Ginny sees that I suck at sewing dolphins, so. Alright guys, that's all I have. I bothered you for too long. Oh, Ash is having a tick attack. Press F in the chat. So, cool. Not even a year ago, I got out of rehab for suicidal people. I planned to end things. Yeah. Yep. So, that's all I have. Ooh, did you guys hear my throat make that sound? Answer my text. Ginny, did you text me? Okay, I'm gonna go text Ginny, guys. Oh, I answered your email. No, that was Kira's email. I'll check my phone. Love you guys. Bye.